Hello everyone and welcome to the Mythic Dojo. A couple days ago I posted a video talking about my predictions on who is going to be on Season 2 in Tekken 8, and I got a lot of comments on that video, so I thought it would be fun to see what other people think about it, and instead of responding to everyone individually, just kinda respond in the video form and see, do like a temperature check on how everybody feels about that. So just a quick recap, if you didn't watch that video, I basically said it's basically going to be Anna, Falcon Run, Armor King, and then a new character. Some people talk about having a guest character, but I'm not really thinking that we're gonna get a guest character. Personally, right? We have no evidence. This is just how I feel about it. I don't think we're gonna get any more guest characters. But anyway, let's talk about these comments. So I just picked a couple that were pretty interesting. So Sir Alexander TG says, Armor King and Falcon Realm would make a lot of sense to me. I think another combo that would make sense would be Bob and Kunimitsu with the Vermilion Gates map. I found, strangely enough, a lot of people want Kunimitsu, which, she was one of the latest characters in the Tekken 7 for DLC, and a lot of people liked her. Even though I really played Master Raven and in Street Fighter I played Kimberly, I did not like Kunimitsu that much, but I think it was more based on balance rather than her actual gameplay. The video tour says Anna Williams, new character, Armor King, Julian or Marduk, and then he wants a guest character in the winter. Marduk is a big one, but Marduk is a character that I really don't want, because fighting him in Tekken 7 was really annoying. Like, he would really hit you 2 times and you're dead. And tackle, imagine like heat, tackle, like that's just not. Flexion says, a brand new Tekken 8 character. I've always kept in mind the possibility of Devil Reina, who was teasing the end of the story mode. So they could make Devil Reina, and some people even talk about Angel Jin as a character. Not really super into it. I feel like we already got enough Mishimas. I don't think we need any more. But like Sebastiano Catinali, sorry if I butchered your name, Label Long, I want Label Long as soon as possible. A lot of people also miss Lei, but if you miss him so much in Tekken 7, why didn't you play him in Tekken 7? I don't think Lei is coming, because even in Tekken 7, Harada was like, hey, everybody says they want Lei, that Lei should be in the base roster, but when I look at the play rate, nobody plays him. I would also be happy if Michelle Chang would return in Tekken 8 and a guest character. Ivy Valentine. Okay, this guy, LeBlanc La Diva, you're smoking. I don't know what the hell you're smoking. Michelle Chang, alright, I'm not gonna say anything. They got Julia. I don't think they're going back to Michelle. They tend to prefer the younger characters compared to the older characters, but okay. Now, Ivy Valentine. Have you played Soul Calibur 6? She was hard to deal with in that game, where characters have tools to approach. Can you imagine what would be like? Can you imagine getting zoned out in Tekken? And we got enough characters with like swords and like shit. Like Armor King 2832 says, F guest characters, I want legacy ones. That's a lot of people too. But at the same time, we got here Jonathan Tyner 171 with the copium. Kazuma Kiryu and Murocho, I'm assuming it's like some Yakuza place. In the summer, Bob in autumn, and Tifa Lockhart and Midgar in the winter. I don't know, he probably didn't even watch the video because one character is a new character. Retroman5438 says, I have a feeling that the newcomer DLC in the year 2 is going to be someone that looks and arguably even plays exactly like Noctis from Tekken 7. So let's dissect this part. Noctis from Tekken 7. I can't say that Victor plays a lot like him. Noctis didn't really have any stances. He had his forward 2 that was like big with punish, but that was about it. He had the aura and all that, but Victor doesn't really play anything like him. Except Knuckles' own version of the character instead of Square Enix. Like you said in the video, we've come a long way from Tekken being a martial arts fist fighting style game. So into now most of the rosters consist of weapons of some shape or form. Even Devil Genius is lasered and a laser sword in his rage art. Granted, people would immediately point out to Victor, but his gameplay doesn't feel like Noctis. Rather, he's more like a Kunimitsu 2.0. With the teleport, I can kind of see that, because Kunimitsu used to teleport around on her stances, and Victor does that too, so from a visual standpoint, I can kind of see that. In terms of other characters for Season 2, if we follow the same exact formula pattern from Season 1, I have a feeling that it's going to be hype, legacy character in the fall, a guest character in the winter, to end the yearly pass. In my opinion, something tells me that we're going to be Armor King and our second guest character, likely Eve from Stellar Blade. I haven't played that game, I don't really know what she does, but I know she uses a sword. I don't know if she uses more weapons than that. So another sword character. So now we get Victor, Clive, and another one. And the reason why I say her is because she can be the first female guest character, which is true. We have had no female guest characters. But also that the game is still relevant currently in 2024. Final Fantasy 2016 came out in 2023, then Clive joined a year later, but that's my thoughts. So this guy was good. Retroman, he was good. He explained himself well. Marduk, Armor King, Julia, or JC. If a guest character, we should get Akira, Yuki, or Sarah. Those guys are from Virtua Fighter. I don't play Virtua Fighter, so I know that Akira fights the same fighting style as Leo, and Sarah fights Taekwondo. Are they different enough to justify having that fighting style in the game? That's kind of it. It's like when people, I know somebody asked for Wang. Is Wang different enough from, like, you could argue that Wang is different enough from Leroy that they both can be in the game, you know? Same, I'm even gonna get ahead of myself. Some people said Bayek. No chance. No chance. There is no way that Bayek's coming back and he's gonna fight very different than Hwoarang. They're too similar. I like Raven, actually I like Master Raven more than Raven, and I have no hope of her coming back. If she comes back, she's gonna have a whole new move list, because there's way too much overlapping between her and Raven. So that's the same thing. I'd actually prefer if the original character for Season 2 was a young successor to Wang with heavy martial arts. So going back to the heavy martial arts based, which is weird. It's actually like when you think about like the end of Tekken 7, when they released Lydia, Leroy, and Fakumram, they gave us the impression that they would go back to like a very like martial arts based again, just to trick us in Tekken 8. There's guns and lasers and crazy bullshit flying everywhere. So Luke says, Anna, Lucky Chloe, Julia, new character. Love to see the new character from Tekken Mobile. The one, like the lady on the thumbnail. Yeah, it was like a Taekwondo lady. I clickbaited a little bit. A Taekwondo lady from the mobile game. Could be, again, there's already a Taekwondo character in the game, right? But at the same time, Tekken 7, we had Josie, and then we also had Fakumran. So it's two versions of the same fighting style. Todapa says, I want Bayek and Marduk. No. Machutuga 1992 says, I think the comeback of legacy characters could be Kurimitsu 2 and Bayek-do-san. Again, I don't know about Bayek. I'm just gonna be honest. I think that's a pipe dream, much like my pipe dream of Master Raven coming back. LeBlanc Ladiva also says, please not fucking around. He's not legendary, but Bruce Arvin is legendary. I would be happy if he came back in Tekken 8. So, I can see mostly people asking for... Most people agreed with Armor King. I think he's my number one pick to come back. A lot of Bayek love, but a lot of Kunimitsu love, which is actually surprising. Because she dominated on the competitive scene by the end of Tekken 7. So I'm very surprised that people want her back. A lot of Lei too. Which, I don't know. Maybe they prove me wrong. I would love for Lei to come back. He's a cool character. Him having like 5 hit smashes is gonna be crazy. But yeah, besides that, you know, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so this is it for today. Let me know if what you want in the comments below if you're still here, and I'll see you on the next one.